What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the Premier League preview of Manchester City's away match against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Before I do crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget as well to leave it a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Finally, this video is sponsored, like all my previews for this season, and it is brought to you by BetMate, who are running once more another Premier League 3 PM special pot made up of Bournemouth taking on Arsenal, Everton taking on Luton Town, Manchester United taking on Crystal Palace, Newcastle United taking on Burnley, West Ham United taking on Sheffield United, and Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Manchester City. It's a £500 pot, paying up to the top 25 places, £150 for the winner as well. It is £5 to join. You can go and check out the app. The links and details are in the description. It is free to download. You have to be 18 or over to play, and it is only available to those in the UK only. If you do use code JSGC10 on sign up, you will get £10 in free bets. It means you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. There's lots of available pots for you to go and check out. You've also got other games, including both teams to score, full-time results with lots of big prizes to be won as well. It is a great app. Do go and check them out. I will speak more about BetMate later in the video. Finally, if you are going to gamble, please gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So, match information. This match taking place at Molineux for Premier League match day number 7 on Saturday the 30th of September 2023 with a 3 PM BST kickoff time. It is once more in the blackout, so this game won't be live in the UK, so you will have to go to the stream if you're not able to go to Molineux for Wolves away for this game. Anyone that is heading to Molineux for this game, do enjoy it. So, let's speak about our opponents first. Wolverhampton Wanderers, formed in 1877. Some interesting facts about them. They're a founding member of the Football League. They're the only club to have won all 3 domestic trophies on offer. That includes the League Cup, the FA Cup, and also the Football League Trophy, which I think is it called the Pizza Cup that it's getting called now, which is the Papa John's Trophy. That might be its new sponsor. I'm not too sure, but anyway, Wolves are the only team to have won all 3 of the domestic trophies on offer. They are also a 3-time top division champions, 4-time FA Cup champions, 2-time League Cup champions, and 1-time Football League Trophy champions as well. They're led by manager Gary O'Neill. Currently find themselves 16th in the Premier League after 6 games on 4 points with 1 win, 1 draw and 4 losses. They've not won in their last 4 games in all competitions. They lost to Ipswich midweek away from home in the League Cup 3-2 after being 2-0 ahead. They drew away last weekend at Luton. They lost to Liverpool at home 3-1. The game before that they lost against Crystal Palace away from home as well. I feel like this is a good time for Man City to go to Molineux because it can be a very tricky away fixture, this one. With them not being in great form, I think it's a good time for Man City to play them, in particular, away from home. Now, looking at some dangers in their squad, I think their fullbacks are decent. Ait-Nouri and Nelson Semedo. Ait-Nouri going in at left back, Nelson Semedo going in at right back. There's a couple of good fullbacks there. Hwang Hee Chan as well could be causing some problems on the wing. Pedro Neto, a decent player as well, scoring in the last Premier League match, could be another danger man for this game. Looking elsewhere in their squad, Fabio Silva, high quality young player. I'm not sure he's going to start in this game, but he's a decent player. Elsewhere in their squad, I think it's a bit of a muchness. I said in my build up to the Premier League season when I did my final Premier League table prediction just before the season started that Wolves, to me, are struggling. They've sold a lot of players, they've lost a lot of quality. I look at their team and I think that team's going to be struggling in the Premier League, and where they are now, 16th place, I think may just be right for them. I'm not sure if they're going to go down. I'm not convinced by any of them teams that have come up, so I'm not too sure if they're going to be relegated or not, but I don't think they're going to be pushing any higher than maybe, what, 15th, 14th place in the Premier League. But as I said, away from home for us could be a potentially very tricky away fixture. So City need to turn up and they need to play to the best of their ability if they are to win this game. Now, in terms of some injury news for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Bellegarde, he's in midfield. He's suspended after being sent off in the last game in the Premier League. I think he's got a 3-match ban after getting a straight red card, so he's suspended for this game, much like Rodri is for Manchester City. And Tommy Doyle, who's currently out on loan at Wolverhampton Wanderers, cannot feature in this game because he cannot play against his parent club after being sent out on loan to Wolves. So I'm expecting Wolves to be starting with Jose Sarr in goal, Semedo at right back with Ait-Nouri starting at left back with Craig Dawson and Kilman starting as their 2 centre backs and going with a back 4. I think it'll be a midfield 3 made up of Mario Lemina, Joao Gomes and Boubacar Traore. It'll be Pedro Neto on the right wing, Hwang on the left wing and Cunha starting up top for Wolves is what I think they're going to go for. As I said, I don't think it's a bad team. I just don't think it's as strong as previous seasons for Wolves. But Premier League team, they can cause us problems. We need to turn up. If we don't, it could be a very tricky fixture. Liverpool nearly found that out. They had to come back in the second half to beat Wolves. Liverpool were there for the taking. Wolves didn't capitalise, and if City don't turn up, Wolves will want to learn them lessons and capitalise on us. We want to win this game. We want to get back to winning ways. We want to make sure that we've got all pressure onto everybody else in the Premier League, in particular the fact that we've got Arsenal away from home in our next Premier League match. And heading into that, you want to be heading in with wins, clear of them on points. So it means we've got not so much a free hit at the Emirates, but less pressure on us and more pressure on Arsenal needing to win that game rather than ourselves. So, Manchester City, formed in 1894 as Manchester City, 1880 as St. Mark. Some interesting facts about Manchester City. We are the current treble winners, current Premier League champions. We've got 9 top division titles, 7-time FA Cup winners, 8-time League Cup winners. We haven't won the Football League trophy though, unlike Wolves, unfortunately. We are the 1-time European Cup winners, 1-time European Super Cup winners, and 1-time European Cup winners as well. As I say every video, never gets boring of saying that. We're led by manager Pep Guardiola. We do find ourselves first in the Premier League on 18 points from 6 games. We've won every single game in the Premier League so far this season, including winning our last game against Nottingham Forest at home last weekend 2-0. We did lose away to Newcastle midweek in the League Cup, which I'm sure the team will be looking to respond here. It's of danger everywhere for Manchester City. Someone doesn't turn up, everybody else will. Wolves need to be very careful. They need to defend very deep. They need to defend very well. Keeper needs to be on top form. The attackers need to put their opportunities away when they come about. You need a near perfect game to take points off Manchester City, and if you're to beat us, in my opinion, you need the perfect game, and that's what it's going to take for Wolves to beat Manchester City, because that's how dangerous City can be. In terms of some injury news, Kevin De Bruyne are out. Not expecting to see John Stones or Bernardo Silva in this game. We do have Mateo Kovacic and Jack Grealish back though for this game. I suspect City may want to test their midfield out with no Rodri, with him being suspended, to get their midfield sorted ready for that big away match against Arsenal next weekend. But we do still have this game to focus on. We've got RB Leipzig away midweek as well in the Champions League to focus on. Well, games are coming thick and fast. We can't be focusing too much on Arsenal. We need to get this team right for this game and do everything we can to pick up the 3 points, because in my opinion, we're heading into a match next week against Arsenal. You need to win your game before heading into that, because we lose this game, all of a sudden momentum turns to everybody else. Manchester City drop some points, people start to lose the plot, they start to get on top of the team, and we've got some tricky fixtures, really tricky fixtures. It's not an easy game here, not easy midweek against Leipzig away, it's not easy against Arsenal, it's not easy when we come back after the international break with a home match against Brighton either. So whilst we've got the points available, we just need to take it a game at a time, try and win this game. So, I'm going to pop up my team prediction for this game. I'm going with Ederson to start in goal. I think it'll be Kyle Walker, Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol starting for Manchester City in a back 3. I think we'll see Akanji move more into midfield to try and protect the defence, and then Mateo Kovacic starting alongside him. That midfield is the midfield I would like to see. I'd like to see Akanji, Kovacic, Matheus Nunes going against his former team, and Julian Alvarez starting as our midfield. That's what I would like to see. As I said, we've got got no John Stones, we've got no Bernardo Silva, we've not got any Kevin De Bruyne. So to me, I don't see what other midfield here we can go for unless you want to move Phil Foden more into midfield. But if we do that, it does mean Jack Grealish more than likely will be starting this game. And with him coming back from injury, brilliant. He's going to need some game time. It's going to take time for him to get back into the swing of things. It happens, so I'm not going to get on the back of Jack Grealish, but I don't think he did enough to warrant a start in this game. I didn't think Kalvin Phillips did enough to warrant a start in this game. So with that, and in my opinion, you deserve your starts with Manchester City. I think this is the strongest team we go with Phil Foden right wing, Jeremy Doku left wing, and Erling Haaland starting up top. Players that are unlucky to miss out: Nathan Ake. Do you go with him? Do you go with Josko Gvardiol? Do you drop somebody else? If so, whom? To me, I think Nathan Ake misses out, Jack Grealish misses out, Kalvin Phillips misses out as well. Football, it's a ruthless game. So, score prediction for this game. I think City win this game. I think 3-0 City. I think Haaland will score in the first half and we'll mop it up in the second half with goals from Julian Alvarez, and then back in an outsider, Mateo Kovacic, to grab a goal for City as well, as he will go more into that Gundogan role of the double pivot for Manchester City. In terms of betting tips, I don't think this is going to be both teams to score. I don't see this being a rough and tough game for Manchester City either, so I'd probably stay clear of the yellow cards, the red cards and the card points. I'd move towards goals and assists, and as I said, I'm backing Kovacic with a goal. You want to go with an outsider for an assist as well. I was very impressed last weekend with Matheus Nunes, and I think he could grab an assist for Manchester City as well, going up against his former team in Wolves. Interesting to see what reception he gets from the Wolves fans. If it's a bit frosty, I reckon he will try and prove a point. So, anyway, moving on to today's video sponsor, BetMate. Remember, £500 pot, £5 entry fee. Links and details there in the description. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up for £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. You can select up to 2 players from each team that are playing in the 3 PM BST kickoff times here in the UK. It is paying up to the top 25 places as well, with £150 for the winner. So, my team for this pot, I've gone with Jordan Pickford in goal of Everton. They're taking on Luton Town. I think Everton are going to keep a clean sheet. And I would back Ederson, but I can only select 2 players. So I wanted the attackers to be Erling Haaland, my captain, and Julian Alvarez, my vice-captain for this pot. So my defence is made up of Kieran Trippier of Newcastle. He played very well against Sheffield United last weekend. Got a home match against Burnley. I think Newcastle win that game, so I put him in my defence. And I put Guimarães in my midfield of Newcastle. And also in defence, I've got Diego Dalot of Manchester United. They're taking on Crystal Palace. And I've also got Dwight McNeil of Everton taking on Luton Town. On the bench, I've got Areola of West Ham, who are taking on Sheffield United. Saliba of Arsenal taking on Bournemouth. Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United, who are taking on Crystal Palace. And Gabriel Jesus of Arsenal, who are taking on an away match against Bournemouth. As you can tell, I'm not entirely convinced Arsenal will be beating Bournemouth in that game, so I didn't chuck them into my starting 11, put them on my bench instead. I will rotate that team based on players that are starting. Remember, that's a top tip from me as always. Puts you in the best position to try and win the pot. So when the teams are announced at 2 PM, go to your BetMate, rotate your team, make sure you've got all players in there that are starting so you're in with the best chance of winning. So, there we go. That has been today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and check out my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do go and check out today's video sponsor as well, BetMate. Links and details, they are in the description. I will be doing a live watch along of this game. I will have my link out to that later on this afternoon for you to go and set your reminders for, so I will see you guys for that tomorrow. And on a final note, I'm sure you guys, as always, whenever I wear red, see why you're wearing red. Forgive, it just says Brugge. It's from Bruges, okay? Brilliant place, lovely place. You ever get a chance to go and visit Bruges, go and do so in Belgium. Cracking little place. So, there we go. That has been today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.